Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. Can you ever forgive Basic Fun or Arcade One Up or Media One Up? Whoever's out there for their faux pas, for their mistakes, if you will. How do you come back? Look, it's very easy to destroy, right? It's easy to sit here and just start recalling every single bad thing that you've done, that these companies have done, every mistake, right? Every clown show. There's been a lot. But how do you come back from this? And when it comes to business, you don't need to get a business degree, right? I don't need my business degree to tell you what's wrong here, and nor does anybody else, right? Can they regain your trust, right? How do they rebuild that? Trust is very hard to rebuild once people lose it in you. And the problem with these companies, all three of them, is that they're doing the same thing. It's like, I don't know who told them that, like, look, see what Tommy Tallarico did there with the Amico? That's what you want to do, right? That's what you want to do there. Is it successful? Yeah, if you want to raise, $15 million and never produce anything, then yeah, sure. That works. You can be rich and retired and be playing backgammon and change your name. Literally what he's doing. He changes his name on the card. Regardless, guys, but if you want to be successful in business, you have to do proper business practices. I mean, how about just being honest, right? How about just producing good quality products for a fair price, right? People want to pay $400, right? That's what the line is, 400. What's the best you can do for $400? If you can't produce it with minimal quantities, then try to do major quantities so you can get better quality products at a fair price. Tariffs, this and that and the other, people are doing it out there without, all these excuses. Those concerns have already been eased. We know what they are. We know what the percentages are. So, you can still work within the market within those. Manufacturers adjust their prices to stay competitive, and based on your order size, you can reduce your costs, of course. But you have to stay within your lane, and you have to do proper marketing. People have to buy things and be confident that they can rely on you. Now, I'm not one of these people, guys, and that looks down on anybody for wanting a three-quarters arcade, right? I own one, but I'm not sitting here saying this is just as good. It's not, right? It's good for my kids. They love it, right? It's like an ornament, but it should be marketed like the Lego replicas or something like that, right? Nobody's mad at Lego for making a Game Boy that doesn't work, right? Because it's just nostalgia. That's, if you understand it's a nostalgia piece and you're getting, $400, on something, you have to have your expectations measured to what you could get. The company should try to produce the best quality product for that price, right? But if you want to go into the $700 area and you're still putting the same, and your costs don't change anything from when you're buying $400 parts for the arcade, you got a problem, right? That's where it went south. As far as the marketing, having marketing with all these smaller channels, the Tommy Tallarico route, it does not work. These companies, specifically Arcade One Up, had a period where YouTubers just generically, naturally were going organically, were buying their products and filling their rooms with Arcade One Up products. That's when they should have pounced, right? Any marketing guy would have been, wait a minute, I got something here. This guy likes my product, right? And we didn't even tell him to buy it. We didn't even send him a free one. This is a major YouTuber. This guy's getting whatever amount, I don't know, but I think the quartering, right? The quartering bought some. He filled up a room back then. Back then, he was getting a lot of views, not Kino Casino views like now. Right? But back then, he was getting views. RGT85, I think, was another one that bought products, stuff like that. So you could have sponsored those shows, or sponsor podcasts that are gaming related that people want to hear, people hear, right? Where you just put a tagline in there. Hey, this show is sponsored by, Media One Up, Arcade One Up, Basic Fun. This is our product and whatever. and they may have one there, or they already own them, and just go, hey, look, I'm having fun with these, whatever. They don't have to get too technical, because these products are for the casual gamer, right? But when you have arcade gamers trying to sell something that is just basically a toy, a fun model, whatever you want to call it, project, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not that deep, right? I trip out how people get all emotional. You know, just keep it there, keep it professional, right? Because it doesn't matter what, you're going to have negative reviews. Yeah, of course. Somebody that owns an arcade comes in and says, this is what's wrong with it, this is subpar, this is this and this, instead of being, and I'm sorry, this is just immature behavior. If you're a business person and a YouTuber, say me, right, and I start criticizing, I don't like this about my Big Blue, it doesn't have a grill on my speakers and this and that and the other. You know what that is? That's free quality control, and it's the best quality control because I'm the idiot who bought it just so I could criticize it, right? In no industry in manufacturing, let me tell you, you pay for inspectors. You have to fork money out so they can inspect and critique your product to see if it's up to print. Some guy is paying you to do that for free. The last thing you want to do is get toxic online and start, sending YouTubers and stuff out there. No, take notes. Hey, this guy says this. Is this true? Can we improve this? And based on that, you have answers, and you have answers for the public. So that way, in case somebody comes in and goes, hey, your Big Blue doesn't have that. Yeah, you know what? We have this available. This is the stock part, but you can upgrade to this. Most people will buy it. You won't even have to do anything. But the fact that you're addressing it, right? Or the fact that you're going to make improvements, or the community sees that you're trying to do something, takes you a long way. But, thankfully for us that have enjoyed the whole clown show that has been going on for the last, 5 years, whatever it is, nothing's changing. I don't know. I know people have business degrees. I don't know why they're not using them. It's pretty clear. I remember looking at my textbook going, oh, wow, really? Yeah. Step one, there's project planning right here. Okay, PR. Okay, I got it. It's right there, guys. This is not rocket science, and you don't need a college degree to know that you shouldn't be doing these things. Anyway, guys, it's going to be a 2026. Let's see what happens. We have the whole, arcades that are not showing up. There's something to that story there with Iconic Arcade and Media One Up. There's smell that. Smell controversy. You have basic fun. Start off like a clown show right off the bat, right? You have all the experience. Nobody had the sense over there to go, hey, what did Arcade One Up do wrong? Oh, let's do that. Who's going to say that? These people, we get to laugh at them, and the problem is that I would like to see a thriving community, right, of whatever. And I think it's best when people appreciate physical media. But I don't see anything in the horizon that tells me that these people are going to act any differently or follow any proper business practices or proper marketing or proper PR. It's the same old clown show. Guys, and the investment that you would make doing things right from the get-go pays back dividends in the end. If you get a good quality representative, right now, if you hire a YouTuber and you pay him $60,000, whatever you're going to invest in the year, and the guy is professional and the guy knows what to say and it's a widely viewed show, right? All that money will come back to you. When you do things like they've been doing, it costs you money. And I'll prove it to you right now. Do you think Arcade One Up would have a better image, a better public image, if they would have just stayed quiet? If they just made products, shipped them out, and not talked to anybody? Do you think they would have a better public image now? Do you think they'd be in the same issues that they're having now with money? Right? Or do you think Or do you think they're better off now? Right? Obviously, if you had just been quiet and everybody would have been professional and followed standard procedures in business, they would be in a better position. But they didn't. They didn't. You combine, amateur talent with immaturity. It's not good. It makes great YouTube content, but it makes poor business practices. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see, all my outtakes. Join the channel. You can support on Kofi. Any which way will be appreciated, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.